Hello everyone. This hour on verbling, the next in my speaking skills series, I'm going to do something brand new today. In fact, in all the speaking skills classes, we have a new topic and something new to practice each time. So today, we're going to be talking about the stages of life. As you go through life, or as you talk about family members, how can we describe what we're going through at different ages and different experiences? So we'll be talking about that in just a moment. First, I'm John Eric, your verbling teacher for this hour. I'm an American teacher from New York, hanging out in Lisbon, Portugal to bring you this class. Let's say a quick hello to Ms. Clara. Hello, Clara. How are you?
Hello. I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm very good. And where are you from, Clara?
I'm from Spain.
You're from
I
Spain.
live in the yes, I live in the south of Spain.
Not too far from me. Where are you?
Where am I?
Where are you? Yes, where are you in Spain?
In Cádiz, you know, Andalusia, in the
In
south.
Andalusia. Okay. Well, I'm not that far. I'm in Lisbon, Portugal. Not so far from you.
hmm
Um,
So you live now in Portugal?
that's right.
Ah, okay.
Uh, as I'm speaking to you, I'm just going to quickly get our material on the screen too. I'm going to share the link with you in just a second. First, I have to open my presentation because I think you don't have it there in the class material today. Nope, you don't have it. I'm going to open it for you right now. Okay, while I'm opening that, let's say hello to the rest of the group. First is welcome back to Mr. Raphael. Nice to see you this morning, Raphael. Mr. Raphael does not have his microphone on, but he will. And welcome back to Vincenzo as well. Hi, Vincenzo.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
Fine.
Yeah? Can you hear me okay?
Yes. Probably. I'm teacher.
It's a little hard to hear you, maybe because your voice is cutting out a little bit.
Can you hear him?
Let me say a quick hello to Oriel. Hello, Oriel Fernandez.
Hello.
I've seen you before, Oriel, but it's been a while.
Yes.
And remind me where you're from.
I'm from Barcelona, in Spain.
Barcelona, yeah. I remember you, but it's been a little while. Okay, so listen, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my presentation on screen in just a second. Hang on a second, because there we go. Now I think I got it. And slight technical problem, but we're going to get ready. And there you go. How to talk about the ages and the stages of life. Now, I have a little change I need to make in some of the slides because I was up late last night making this lesson. So not everything is perfect. You'll see. So I'm going to probably make a few changes as we go along. By the way, before we get started, let me say hello to a few other people, and let me also remind you that you should follow me on verbling at the link you see in the chat window, the public chat. That way you can see my upcoming classes. And of course, you can always schedule a private lesson with me. Group lessons are great, you get to participate, but they're very general. So if you're really serious about your goals, it's a good idea to do a private lesson. And we can talk about that in a trial lesson if you like, okay? So, before we continue, let me just say hello to Beatrice came and went. Beat will be back. Mr. Shinue, nice to see you, Mr. Shinue.
Hi,
Hello?
teacher.
There we go. Now I can hear you. Excellent. Okay, I think we're all ready. So that's all of you, and Beat, I guess we'll be back in a minute. So let's get started. Give me a second here. Okay. So The mistake that I made was on the second slide, as you will see. I'm going to turn it because it's not about furniture.
Peter,
But
I have a question. Can you give
Already?
me link of this lesson?
oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I give the link. You're right. Give
Thank
me a
you.
second. The link is there in the inside chat, and I'm going to put it in the outside chat for you people following along. There we go. Okay, so you can open it up on your screen, and this lesson is not about furniture or decoration, so just ignore that. I have to update this. And the discussion question is not furniture you have in your house, but instead I want you to take a look at that picture and tell me what, let's change this a little bit. I want you not to tell me, but I want you to talk about talk about what phase you think your life is in. And I'll give you an example of what I mean. In fact, let me see if I can update that. So I've just rewritten it. Hold on, let's see if it will update. Small technical problem. Bear with me for just a second. Yeah. Hang on a second. Let me try to redo this again. Anyway, I'll give you, yeah, it's not, my presentation is a little bit buggy. It's going to take a second for it to reload. So you know what I'll do? Actually, let me see if I can quickly. So the problem is when I got the Hangout going, everything acts a little bit buggy. Let's see if I can fix it like that. Reload it. No, not working. Let me try to close it and reopen it. One more time. Hang on a second, everyone. Okay. There we go. So hopefully we can see that on screen now. No, you can't see it. Oh my god, this is not working. Okay, we're going to try a little differently. I'm going to go back and reshare it like this. Hang on a second, everyone. Okay, I changed the question at least. Now you can see it. So let me give you an example before we begin. Well, I would say that in my particular life, I'm at a crossroads because it's a good time. I started out studying one thing, and I ended up doing a career in a different thing, but I'm finding a way to put them together. So I studied philosophy. I have a degree in philosophy, but I went into education. So now it's an interesting crossroads because I'm finding ways to put those two things together and to be, hopefully, a better educator or a more philosophical teacher. So that's an example about me. What about you, Clara? What phase do you think your life is in now? What's going on? Clara? Let's go to Mr. Raphael. Talk a little bit about what phase do you think your life is in now?
Also, I found myself in a crossroad between an adult life, period of life, and also an elderly time, because right now I am thinking to be retired, because little by little I have a lot of friends of mine that are retired due to the crisis and other things. They live in a better life, but you need to get used to be retired because my life has been full of plenty of different issues at my work, and right now I am trying to do a change and have more free time to enjoy different aspects of my life, preparing, as I said before, about my retirement. I'm getting older. For this reason, I need to be prepared to the next step of my life.
Okay, very good. One thing we can say is it's a time when I'm ready to think forward. Think forward. Think about the future. Think ahead or think forward. You can also say that. Think ahead. A time when I'm thinking ahead or thinking forward about the future. So the two of us are at a crossroads. Although I'm not ready to retire yet, Raphael. In fact, I've just begun. I probably should retire, but it's not possible yet. What about you, Vincenzo? You're retired, aren't you? Hello, Vincenzo? Uh-oh, I don't hear Vincenzo.
Yes.
Ah, there we go.
Yes, I was mute. Yes, I am retired teacher, and I think it's a very good thing because I don't have to show anything, to demonstrate anything in my work, and I feel very free now than before, and I don't like the show in work where people had to demonstrate something in order to be a person. Can I say a true person? Yes, something like this.
Authentic.
Yes.
Authentic.
Now, at last, I'm a free teacher, and I can do everything I want.
Excellent.
I want everything.
Very good.
Everything I like. Everything I like. Yes, it's a very good life, teacher.
By the way, Vincenzo, instead of saying demonstrate something, we often say to prove something. Prove something. I don't have to prove anything.
He proves something. Good, teacher.
There you go. Or we could say I don't in the negative. I don't have to prove anything. Now that I'm retired, I can do what I want. I can be myself.
Perfect.
Very good. Excellent.
Perfect. It's a very good phase of life.
It is. It is. We'll all be there one day, I hope. Me not yet.
I don't want to be a robot.
Absolutely. That is a problem when you work, isn't it?
Yes,
you have to kind of do what you're told. What about you? What about you, Shinue? What phase would you say you're in? You're not retired, are you, Shinue? Mr. Shinue? Hello? At the end? Mr. Shinue?
Hi, teacher. I'm here. I'm thinking.
There we go. Oh, you're thinking. Okay.
I'm thinking. I know this phrase.
The phrase.
I know the phrase. Let me tell you.
Okay.
Wait a second. You should be patient.
I'm patient.
Life is just a mirror.
Life is a mirror. Tell me about that.
And you in your life, you have a lot of things to do, but at first, you should understand yourself totally.
That was a quote from Socrates. Know thyself.
Yes. I Googled that. I am cheating on you.
I thought that was a famous quote by Mr. Shinue. Life is just a mirror, Shinue, 2015. But now I realize it's actually Socrates. So you have to know yourself. Okay, very good. So do you think you're in a particular phase? Are you in a work phase? Are you in a creative phase? Are you in a family phase? What would you say, Shinue?
And I like your question. In the past years,
Mm-hmm.
I have been a hard work phase,
Ah,
hard work fit.
good.
But when I join your class,
Mm-hmm.
I realize I should enjoy my life.
I think that's a very good idea because you only get one.
Mm. You have changed my life.
I'm gonna start a church, the Church of Teacher John Eric. I'm gonna do my best, but it's true, Shinwei. You only get one, and time goes fast, really fast. So I think it's a great thing to see. Anyway, you've got to get that balance too, don't you? You have to have a balance between hard work sometimes is great, but you've got to step back and see where you're going too. Okay. And let's get two more opinions before we move on and get some vocabulary. What about you, Aurea? Are you in a hard work phase at this stage in your life?
Well, I have just finished my degree at university a few years ago, and I should be in the hard work phase in my life. But I also enjoy my family and my friends because I have a lot of hobbies, and I also spend time with my family.
So your phase, if you're going to label it, I guess, your phase is you're what we call just starting out.
Yes.
Just starting out. That expression means that you're establishing yourself.
Okay.
Right? You're getting your, here's another good expression, foot in the door. Oops, spelled it wrong. Foot in the door, D-O-O-R. You know that expression? You're getting your
Yes.
foot in the door. So, if you're getting your foot in the door, what are you trying to do? Not you, but in general, Oreo. If you're getting your foot in the door.
I think that you try that the door doesn't close because you put your foot and then you can pass the door and you protect yourself that the door closes in front of you by your foot.
Right, and if the door closes, there goes your career too.
Yes.
So getting your foot in the door is to maybe get into a company, get into a field, or get into the thing that you're most passionate about, whatever it is. Get your foot in the door. What about you, Mr. Jose? You've already got your foot in the door.
Yes.
You've been there for 10 years, haven't you?
I think I am in the middle age.
Middle age.
Middle age, yes.
How old are you?
In the middle age, I am 42 years old.
How can you be middle-aged at 42? You're still a young man. How could you be middle-aged? Do you know why I know you're not...
Is middle age or no, John?
Do you know why I know you're not middle-aged, Jose? Do you know why
No.
I know?
No.
Because I'm 42, and I'm not middle-aged. So you can't be middle-aged. Because
Okay.
if you're middle-aged, that means I'm middle-aged, and I'm not middle-aged. I'm still young.
Okay.
Right?
I enjoy.
You're still a, as we say here, you're still a joven. Whatever you say that in Spanish. So, and Mr. Jose, are you there? Because I lost your audio. Are you there, Jose? Hello, hello? Uh-oh, I lost Jose. I can't hear you.
Hello?
There we go. There we go.
Okay.
Okay, so talk about this phase. You've been a teacher for 10 years, haven't you? Jose, are you there?
Yes. I am a teacher for 12 years, more or less.
12 years. 12 years. Okay. And so what do you think about this middle-aged phase of your life? What do you think about it? Is it good?
Yes, for me it's good. I
What
think
makes-
it's a good time in my life.
Okay, very good, very good. By the way, be careful of your connection. We're having some trouble hearing you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So let's move on. By the way, in the last class, in the last slide, look at the top. Look at the top right side. Whoops, sorry. There we go. We're going to divide the class clock into 4 parts. We're going to learn, apply what we learn, speak what we apply, and reflect on what we spoke. So we're going to learn something new, use it, practice it, and then at the end I'm going to give you some feedback. And so let's start with learning. I want you to match these people to their age or stage in life. And I've given you some key vocabulary in those little gray boxes. Okay? So let's go around the room. Mr. Shinue, I want you to pick a person, say one thing about how they look, and see if you can match a key word to that person.
Hi, teacher. I choose this handsome guy is holding a baby.
The handsome guy. That's a hipster. You know what a hipster is, Shinue?
Oh. And maybe I know this guy. He's Beckham from England.
Maybe. You know that he's a hipster because he's cool, and so is his kid. They've got matching shirts. Look how cool they are. They're hipsters. Hip means cool, like up to date, contemporary, relaxed, cool. Okay, which of those keywords do you think describes our hipster, Shinue?
Hipster means you are very fashionable.
Yeah, fashionable, cool. I can't think of any other words. That's it. Okay? So match one of those terms with the hipster. And feel free to add any other words which you think are appropriate.
And this guy is middle-aged.
Okay? Maybe, yeah. Young, middle-aged, maybe. If he is, he looks a little young. Yeah, could be.
The baby is cute.
The baby is cute. The baby's cute, and the hipster is fashionable.
I have a question.
Go for it.
I don't know the 2 animal names of the 2 shirts on the 2 people.
Class, what kind of shirt does he? What kind of T-shirt do they have on? What's that? Help him with class.
T-shirt.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Vincenzo, Raphael, Oriel, Jose. What do they got? What do they got on their T-shirts?
It's a dinosaur.
Dinosaurs.
Oh,
Dinosaurs. There you go.
I have this word.
Dinosaurs. Yes.
Dinosaur.
And what's he got? What's the hipster got on his arms, Shinue?
Oh, and in his arms,
Tattoos.
there are some tattoos.
And if you're a hipster, you don't call them tattoos, you call them tats.
Pants.
He's got some tats.
That's
He's a hipster. Hipsters have tats.
Tats. Tats.
Why? Because he's cool. He's too cool to say. He's too cool to say a word with many syllables. So he says, "Hey, I got some tats. I got some tats. I got my tea. I got my kid, and I don't know if he's middle-aged. He looks a little young to be middle-aged, but he's definitely fashionable. Okay? Excellent. Mr. Vincenzo,
Yeah.
pick a person and see if you can match a keyword to that person.
Yes. And the, the women on the left, teacher, that is taking, I think, a drink, taking a drink with black glasses.
There you go.
Black glasses. Yes, I think it's a teenager.
A teenager. Yeah, okay.
Teenager in, I think in his, can I say, 80s? No, because I don't think that she is more than 20. I think.
She's a teenager. So she's in her
Her
teens.
teens. She's
In her teens.
in her teens. Yes. And what can I say? I don't have many words here in the picture, teacher, but
No.
only teenager. I can say child and say baby. I
Well-
can't say in your 30s and old age adult, middle age in your.
No,
It's only
those-
teenager.
Yeah, those words are just to get you started, right? So you can add any other vocabulary that you like. Those words are just to get you started. I've got some other vocabulary coming up. So we've-
I
So
know
we-
describer. Know that to describer.
Yeah, so you can say anything else you like. For example, our hipster is fashionable.
Yeah.
He's got some cool tats. He's got a dinosaur on his t-shirt, right? She's in her teens.
It doesn't have a dinosaur. Yeah.
She doesn't
It's
have a dinosaur.
very simple. She dress in a very simple way.
That's
Simple
true.
way. I think it's very. I can say elegant in the total in the sub. I can say yes.
Good, so she's-
yes, very elegant. Also with the black glasses. Black glasses. Yes, very particular, interesting. No?
Okay, so
Could-
she's
could have a
elegant.
Yes, yeah. I
And
think
another way to
she's
say
elegant.
that would be maybe her glasses are stylish. Another way to say fashionable is stylish.
I think she has a certain personality that could be interesting. No?
Okay, so she's got a certain personality. You know what? We know what we can say for that? She looks maybe a little bit hard to say. One word that comes to mind is quirky.
Huh?
You
What
ever heard
is it?
that before? Quirky.
Okay, I don't know this word.
Quirky means that you have, you have an unusual personality. You're a little different. It's not bad. It's not good. You just stand out. You're quirky.
Yeah.
She looks a little quirky, maybe. You stand out. You're different.
How can I describe his hair? Type of yes,
Her hair.
her.
Well, let's ask the group too. How would you describe her appearance? So we've got stylish glasses. Her personality. She seems a bit quirky. She's the stage in life. Maybe she's in her teens. Maybe, or she's even possibly a young adult. And what about her hair, class? Help him out there.
She is dressing a. What's this? A shirt. No, a shirt. Yes, a very simple shirt, but it's elegant at the same time. And I don't know how to describe her hair.
I'll give you a suggestion. You can say she wears her hair up, like this.
Up.
She
Up.
wears her hair up.
In order to say that her hair are on the top, no? they are tied up, no? Tied.
Exactly. You can say, yeah, you can say it like that. There's a lot of ways to say it, but if you say she wears her hair up, that covers everything, basically. Okay?
Okay.
So,
thanks.
very good. We got lots of great vocabulary so far. Remember, those words in the box, those gray words, are just to get you started. You should add one or two of your own. Raphael, what do you think about the the dude in the middle. What do you think about that guy, Raphael?
The dude in the middle.
Dude in the middle.
The dude in the middle is a very well-looked young man with a baby in his arms. With
Oh, no, not the hipster. Sorry,
no.
no. I meant the guy in the suit. I meant the guy in the suit.
Yeah.
What do you think about him?
I think he's a middle-aged dude, very smart, and also could be businessman, wearing a suit and a tie, looking forward what is happening in his new business. With bald, he is bald due to so many worries that he has having in the last 2 years about his life.
His hair is falling out, huh?
and also he's thinking forward what is gonna happen in the next 2 months with a business in Singapore that he's managing right now.
It could be. It could be. So, good, by the way, very good proactive use of the vocabulary, because we said earlier, think forward or think ahead, and you used it. That's what I want you to do. When you learn something new, try to use it right away so that it sticks in your memory. I agree completely. Yep, he's middle-aged. He seems professional. Maybe he's had a bit of a stressful life because his hair is gone. maybe not. And he's thinking forward because he looks like he's very focused. Excellent. Oriel, what do you think about the couple on the right?
Well, I think that they are middle age or in his 40s, and
In their 40s.
in their 40s,
Good.
and they look a regular couple with they are opposite as a hipster or a young woman in his style.
In their style.
In their style. The woman wears a typical shirt, a long shirt, and the man wears a typical t-shirt also. And I think that they are also middle-aged, and maybe that they are typical couple that they live in the US.
Why US? Why do you
Well, because I imagine them that with a house, not in a flat, and they go to bike with maybe their sons.
Okay, good. Do you know what we call that phase of life? We say they are settled. They're already settled.
Okay.
Settled means that you are not living the wild life anymore. Maybe you're raising a family, starting to raise a family, and you have a secure job. So we say settle down. It's a good expression. Are you ready to settle down, raise a family, get a solid job that you're going to stick with? Okay. Are you settled, Oriel? Have you
No.
settled down? No, not yet.
No, for the moment.
Not yet.
A stable couple. Stable.
Exactly. So
okay.
we don't say stable because stable means that they could be unstable. So that could sound negative. So we say they're settled, meaning that they've made their life choices. They're settled. Okay, but you're right. The idea is that they're stable in their lives.
They are satisfied.
Exactly. Right. That's it. Or at least they appear to be. And Mr. Jose, what do you think about the old dude on the far left?
Okay.
What would you say about him?
He is in the last stage of his life,
Well, that sounds morbid. We don't say in the last stage. That sounds like he doesn't have much time left. We have to be more positive. So
Yes.
so he's look, the one in the gray box is
Okay.
he's in, so he's old aged.
He is old age. Okay.
Yeah,
He is
old age.
in old age. He he is enjoying of his life. He is swimming in a swimming pool.
Active, yeah.
Um, he he looks like a little old.
Not a little old. He's a senior. A senior.
He is a senior.
A senior. There you
A
go.
senior.
So look at the.
He's wearing glasses.
No, he's not. He's wearing goggles.
He's wearing goggles. Okay, goggles.
Goggles to swim with. He's wearing goggles and
a cap, no?
yeah, a swimming cap.
A swimming cap.
And nothing else. I hope he's got some swimming trunks on. I hope so. Or he's going to scare away the people in the pool. So, now, think about those keywords for a moment, class.
Okay.
Think about those keywords, because I'm going to give you a second set of words, and I want you to see if you can match them up. But first, let me just say a quick hello to Ilkin. Hello, Ilkin. How are you?
Hi, teacher. Thank you. I'm fine.
Excellent. Where are you from, Ilkin?
I'm from Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan. Excellent. So right now, Ilkin, we're learning to talk about different stages of our lives. First, we talked about what stage or phase we're in. Oriel is just starting out in his career. I'm at a crossroads. Raphael is thinking about retiring, right? Mr. Vincenzo is enjoying his golden years where he can just be himself. And now we've looked at some other kinds of people and the stages of their lives. So look at those keywords: retired, in your 30s, teenager, baby, child, middle-aged, adult, old age. Look at those keywords, because I'm going to give you a second set of words, and we're going to see if we can match them up. So take a look. What do these words match from the previous list? Okay?
Okay.
So, childhood matched with what?
Child.
With child or baby. Exactly.
Baby, yes, baby.
Yeah. Mr. Shinue. Let's go at the very end. How about X-Gen? Sorry, on the top right. X-Gen. Do you know that expression, Shinue? Have you heard that before? X-Gen.
Me?
No, Shinue. Shinue. It's very hard for me to say his name. Shinue.
I don't know this word. Please explain that word.
First, let me see if anyone else in the class knows it. Have any of you heard X-Gen, X-Generation? Have any of you heard that expression before? No? Really?
No.
Oh, Mr. Jose, you should know this, because you and me are both X-Gen. Did you know that, Jose? You're an X-Gener?
X-Gener.
Yeah.
Yes.
X-Generation. X-Generation. You and me.
I don't know what is the meaning of X-Generation.
X-Generation doesn't mean
Oh,
anything.
you are
Old.
teacher.
Yeah.
Old age.
I know this.
What is it?
You just now you told us you are 42,
Right.
and I see you were born in the in the 1970s.
1973. The year of the oh, I forgot what year. Chinese animal, Chinese zodiac, year of the ox, I think. I don't remember. So X generation means you grew up in the 80s as a kid and you were an adult in the 90s. People in the 90s were called X generation. You and me, Jose, were X generation. Because in the 90s...
The people that was born in 90s or in 80s?
People who grew up in the 80s and were young adults in the 90s.
Okay.
So X generation means you listened to Nirvana and grunge music. This is the stereotype. It's not true, but this is a stereotype. So people our age are supposed to be X generation. Anyway, I'm not saying you have to use this vocabulary. No, you don't have to use it. But it's good to know what it means if you hear it. Okay? So I'm going to pick a word, call on you, and you tell me if you can match it up with the previous words. What about Mr. Oriel? What about over the hill? What word do you think that matched with the previous slide? What word did it match?
Over the hill, I think middle-aged.
Middle-aged over the hill. Oh, no.
Oh, I don't know.
If you're over the hill, you're never coming back. I'll give you a little hint. If you're over the hill, you're never going to climb back up. So not middle-aged. Middle-aged is on top of the hill.
On top, in old age.
Exactly. Over the hill is a slightly pejorative way of saying old age. Hey, look at that guy over there. He's over the hill. If you're over the hill, you're not coming back. Mr. Raphael, what do you think about, this is a good one, tweens. This is a recent word, a recent slang word. What do you think we mean by tweens? Have you heard that before, Raphael?
Twins is about two babies that are...
No, not twins. Tweens. This word didn't even exist 10 years ago. It's a recent word. It's a slang word, and it's about 5 or 10 years old. What do you think a tween is? Want to make a guess?
No. Persons who looks like very similar or seems...
No, that's still twin. Nothing to do with twin. Twin is not tween. But I'll give you a little hint.
Yeah. No.
I'll give you a hint.
Teenagers.
Almost. You're halfway there. You're right.
And
50% teenager, 50%
between teenagers and adult.
Yeah, or it could be between kids and teenagers. So tween stands for in between people or in-betweens, and we shorten that to just tweens. So it's a funny word because it's not a real English word. It was just invented. So I'll tell you what, the entire television industry is based on tweens, right? In reality, the people who watch television are probably middle-aged, but all of the shows are catering, they're directed toward tweens. So you've got your Twilight and your Vampire Diaries and your Teen Wolf and whatever else you've got out there. So they're all young adults. And then you've got movies now that are young adult movies, like what was the one about The Fault in Our Stars, this big book in the United States. So those are going for the tween market. Anyway, it's a good vocabulary word because it's you'd hear native speakers using it. It's kind of funny. And Mr. Jose, here's one you might not know. I don't know. What about Y2K? Y2Kers. Have you heard that before?
Yes. I don't hear before.
You know what?
What is the word, John?
Well, the one I wrote.
Cares. Y2 cares.
Yeah, that's the one I wrote on the board. But there's another word we use you might have heard, which is millennials. Okay, so you can write like this: millennials. Give me a second, and I'll put it in the chat window. Uh-oh. It's not going to let me do it. Millennial. One second. Millennials. There you go.
Millennials.
It's another way to say it. Actually, I should put millennial on the screen. It's a better word. So, make a guess. Who do you think millennials are?
A person who is reaching young adulthood around the year 2000, no?
People who never saw the 20th century are millennials. People who never saw the 20th century. People born in 2000 and after. People born in the 21st century. 21st century people are millennials.
Okay.
So millennials right now are tweens and teens. Millennials are now tweens and teens. They're 15 years old, some of them. Some of them are younger. Okay?
Okay.
So, and of course you've got some other expressions and some other phases. The teething phase. Oh, that's when you're a kid. You go through a teething phase. When you're 2 years old and or younger, a little younger, and you start screaming because your teeth are coming in. The terrible twos are when you misbehave as a child. When you're 2 years old, you learn to say no. No, 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 no. That's all you say. When you're in your 20s, oh, look at that expression. Blank is the new 20. Does anyone know the missing number? This is something you hear in the media all the time. Oh, blank is the new 20. Do you know what the new 20 is?
30?
I was going to say 40 is the new 20. But it could be 30. So the idea now that your ex-geners are growing up and they still act like kids, and it's okay. So we now are allowed to do things that we couldn't do, right? Society is a little more open. So we'd say 40 is the new 20. That's something you hear in the media. Kind of a joke. And guess what the new 40 is, everyone? The new 40 is...
60?
60 is the new 40. You got it. You got it. 80, I don't know what 80 is, but 60 is the new 40. Okay. So, what stage of life are these people at? Okay. Let's see. We've learned a few stages, but I'm also going to maybe give you a few other suggestions as well. So give me just a second here. So you're going to give me your best guess for number 1, and I'm going to tell you if there's another suggestion that might fit as well. Okay. So Raphael, what do you think about number 1, Mr. Paul?
Paul isn't 2 yet, so he's still a toddler.
A toddler. Good.
Toddler.
A toddler is correct. You can say he's still a toddler. And hang on a second. Let me just. I can't write on the screen, but toddler is good. Yep. He's seeing that when he walks, he doesn't yet have coordination. That's why we say toddler, because toddlers can't walk without help. They toddle. Toddle means you could fall over easily. Okay, excellent. Very good. And let's go to... Oops, I lost my... There we go. Let's go to Mr. Jose for number 2.
Yes. Albert was a bus driver for 40 years, but stopped work 2 years ago. So he is now over the hill.
Maybe it works, but there's a better word because we're concerned about his professional life. Maybe he's over the hill, but more importantly, is he working now, Jose?
No.
So he is
not ready.
Reformado. Is what?
Retired.
Retired. Okay.
He's not quite dead.
Retired. Okay.
Very good. Mr. Oriel, what do you think about number 3?
Susan is 25, so she's in her 20s.
Good, and you can even say in her mid-20s. 25 is right in the middle. She's in her mid-20s. Excellent. Mr. Raphael, look at number 4. Raphael, are you there?
Yeah.
Ah, what do you think about 4?
Caroline is 15 this year. So she's now in her middle age.
Yeah, she is now middle-aged, or she is now in her late what? Not 20s, but in her
40s.
Late 40s. That's how we refer to that period. Because you see, her, you can't say in her middle age. We don't say that. We can say she is middle-aged, or in her late 40s. That's it. Mr. Vincenzo, what do you think about number 5? Ron.
Ron is 33 and his wife is 32, so they are both in their 30s.
Yeah, and you could say in their early 30s.
Early 30s.
Their early 30s.
Ooh.
So we got late 40s and early 30s. Mr. Shinue, what do you think about 6 with Joan? He's thinking, everyone. He does this. Give him time.
Yes. I'm thinking. And
there's more than one right answer here.
Tween is 75 this year, so he is quite.
This is about me.
It's not about you. It's about Joan.
Yeah. No, about my age.
He's quite elder.
Quite?
What?
Say again?
Quite elderly.
Excellent. Quite elderly. Quite elderly. It's a matter, remember, Mr. Vincenzo, age is all in your mind. If you feel old,
yes.
If you feel old, you're old.
Yes.
John, it's possible to say in his early 70s?
Mid-70s. Joan is in her mid-70s.
Mid-70s, okay. Okay. In the middle.
M-I-D, mid, for middle, right.
Okay.
Okay, so we're back to you, Jose, for number 7, Jason.
Jason was born 6 weeks ago. She is a baby, no?
He's a baby.
A baby.
A baby? An infant? If you think of anything else, let me know. Baby, infant. And we've got one other word. We say newborn. Well,
baby, infant, newborn. Okay.
Newborn. For very young babies, a newborn. Newborn is usually about how many days they've been around. But 6 weeks, that could be a newborn as well. It's a little late for a newborn, but it's a good word. Mr. Oriel, number 8 with Layla.
Layla is 13 this year, so she'll soon be a teenager.
She'll soon be a teenager, but right now she is a...
I don't know.
She's
childhood.
She's in between.
In tweens.
She's a tween. She's not quite yet a teenager. She's a tween. Remember, tween is slang, right?
Okay.
It's not a real word, but you'll hear it all the time. And
Okay.
Mr. Raphael, what do you think about Ravi, number 9?
Ravi is 18 this year. So legally he becomes to be an adult. He becomes an adult.
An adult, right.
That.
Legally, it means you can vote at 18. Okay? And Vincenzo, our last one, number 10.
15 is often a difficult age for boys going through. I don't understand.
It's the same in Italian. It's the same word in Italian because we have it in Portuguese too. It's the same word. That period when you're not an adult, you're still a teenager.
Yes. I don't remember.
It's a period where people have emotional difficulty because you're growing up.
You're growing up. Yes, they see everything. If the people look at that and then they are very suspicious. They are very strange. Yes, youth.
Almost, you're getting there. It's not youth, but you're in the right direction. I'll give you a hint. It begins with an A. It begins with an A. And it sounds like adult, but it's not the word adult, but it's a similar word to adult. Very similar. You got it? Or do you give up? Class, help him out. Help him out, class.
Because I know the word, I know the period of life, but I can't find the word in Italian.
Teenager?
Adolescent?
Say again?
Teenager?
Adolescent?
Adolescent. Right. And so the period is called adolescence. Adolescence. All right. Very good, everyone. Well, listen, we're at the end of the hour. We've got to stop here. We can come back to this another time. I'm going to be doing a different speaking skills on Thursday. I don't know which one I'm going to do yet, but we can come back to this one because we've just gotten started. Actually, there's a lot more to talk about. I wanted to give you a chance to do a kind of yearbook entry. You know, at the end of your high school, you've got to make a yearbook entry and talk about your life. When we come back to this, I'll give you a chance to do it. Thursday, we're going to do a new topic.
John, teenager is possible, no?
Sorry, say again.
Teenager.
For a life phase, yeah.
Adolescent. It's the same, no?
Yeah, in your teens, teen years, or your adolescence.
Okay.
Okay. So I've put all the vocabulary in the public chat. You can check it out later, and I'll be back in 1 minute to start our business class. We're going to be working on our business skills section. No, our grammatical section for talking about your working life. Bye for now, everyone. Great job.
Bye.
See you soon.
Teacher. Thank you.
Bye.